Hello, this is your disabled combat veteran after 9/11, Michael Commiso and the battle buddies on. Is everybody okay in the world? Everybody's still trying to find ways to understand that we're all human beings on this planet and we all should have figured it out by now as people on the internet. I'm doing my best back home as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. Michael Commiso and the battle buddies online. Did people miss my YouTube videos for a while? I'm sorry. My hometown is giving me a hard time back home. Even my hometown law that I figure the law home, but I don't know what their issue is as my hometown law, but they're mocking me and I don't know, I don't understand. Do people appreciate that their veterans came back home alive from war on the internet? I just found out that my grandmom died, my landlord died, and my mechanic that was going to help me get on overhaul and died. John died, my Grand Priscilla died, the landlord died, my grandmom died, now Louis died, the guy that delivered a newspaper and shoveled the snow for years as a kid in my hometown, Ewing Township. I highly doubt it's that hard to monitor the internet in the Ewing Township. So I don't know the conflict of how hard it is to keep the internet safe when the law's on the internet 24 hours a day. So, but I came back home alive from war as your son and your brother and your best friend that came back home alive from war, and you're allowing everybody just to walk all over me. I didn't deserve that, how I got treated back home as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So far, I don't know if anybody got my YouTube videos by now. I'm just trying to make people laugh. Our television's too stressful, it's too tense, our internet it's too stressful to live on planet Earth. Think about it. Just say that the only life in outer space is planet Earth. So it's a miracle that there's life in outer space in the first place. If geniuses still have trouble trying to discover or describe outer space still on this planet as a human being, then for you guys to sit there on the internet and act like the internet came out yesterday. In my hometown law, the internet came out yesterday, and they did just discover that the internet has sites on the internet. So for you guys to still sit there and give me a hard time as a Commiso back home, as a veteran, sucks. I'm a good friend and I'm a good battle buddy. I was a really good American soldier. I was a good soldier and I served my country the best of my ability. Even though people push me down and bully me and try to get me in trouble on purpose, how the hell you sit there and actually try to get people in trouble on purpose? That's not the meaning of American law, to just sit there and find ways to get people in trouble on purpose. I'm a good guy, I have a good heart, but I'm not the only one that explores the internet. I have to get treated back home as an American hero on the internet, that there's only one internet, right? But apparently only one person uses the internet 24 hours a day on the internet. So it ain't my fault, you know. I gotta get taught streets back home in my hometown. Even my hometown law has to talk streets to the veterans back home. And I'm thinking to myself, I had to deal with assholes, terrorists around the world that wanted to cut my fucking head off to come home for my hometown law to talk streets to me as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. You know, I get it. There's people that actually try to help American heroes back home and veterans. I get it. I get it. You try. You try. I guess that's the best you could do as Americans back home for your American heroes back home. You try. So now you can say you try, and as you all talk streets to me, and I don't understand why, as what is it? How old do you have to be a veteran? When soldiers die at 18 years old at war. Not even legal to drink alcohol in America, but 18 and can die for the American country and flag. I came back home alive from a fucked up asshole war that y'all decided to come up with. Over what? What do people fight about anymore on this planet Earth? Over stupid shit. You all lose, you know, profit. The economy goes down when people have wars and shit. People cry, people die, people sad. You know, the stress level in the world sucks as the internet stress level sucks as the television. You know? I don't talk as a hate. I don't try to bring out people's names on the internet. You know, I'm not a bully. You know, I'm not a hater on the law. I respect my American law. But my American law teaches me to stand up to myself. Now, a lot of things you said to me back home, I did not agree as the law. And I can't hardly believe anybody can talk to their veterans like that, even on the internet like that. The internet is television. People like making YouTube videos. The internet is not how the internet was back in the day. The internet is a social media, and everybody in the whole world knows what's on the internet 24 hours a day. For you guys to give me a hard time like that as your American hometown hero in the state of New Jersey, how the hell can the state of New Jersey even talk to their American heroes like that? Holy crap, what kind of Americans are you to put down your American veterans like that? What did I do to you back home but came back home alive from a fucked up war and served my country the best of my country as an American hero back home? So I'm not putting people down, I'm not hating. I'm talking to you as a friend. I don't know if anybody watched my YouTube videos, because apparently the internet is a big secret. You know, how can the law monitoring something but doesn't know what's on the internet? You know, what do they come home to as the law on the internet? You know, you can't keep lying at the fact that billions of naked people 24 hours a day. The law somehow is still not naked on the internet. How the hell that's impossible, you know? Because that's our culture, being naked, and apparently people watch American Pie movies in the 21st century. So sex is not a secret on the internet. To get treated like I can't, you know, if I would have kept making my YouTube videos, where would I be right now? I don't think you want me to be an actor as a hero back home. You claim that you want your veterans to feel good about themselves so they can do things and make something out of themselves as veterans back home, as we are already veterans. They put this pressure on veterans that we have to make something out of ourselves, and we have to help everybody out as a veteran back home. I'm willing to help everybody out, and everybody just turn your back on your American heroes like that. I'm speaking how I feel. I'm not speaking out of hate or anything. I'm letting out my feelings. At Lions Hospital is a combat PTSD unit. Taught me to let out my feelings. I'm the guy that keeps my feelings in and express my feelings, as you won't allow me to express my feelings. You know, you all claim that you want your veterans to get better, but my hometown law has to put me through hell, because the law has to put down their foot even on their damn prove something to their American heroes back home after a 9/11 attack in New York City. It's hard to believe that there's any type of hate in the world in the 21st century. We all have the ability and understand what it means to be a person to each other, a family member, a friend, brother, sister, whoever. We know what that means when we go to school. As you teach your kids in school what it means to not to bully and get along, but my hometown law is teaching their kids to bully a disabled combat veteran because they're unmature and didn't understand anything and decided to bully me and call me a name as your American hero after 9/11. You know, back in the day, you couldn't even talk bad about your American president back in the day. And now you got people talking bad about your veterans on the internet. And the hometown law allowing that to happen. That's how fight starts. You know, the law claims that they don't want people to fight on the streets, but the law, it kind of inspires people to fight on the streets. But that's not how American law works, you know. All the things you did to me as your good friend that survived a fucked up bullshit, fucked up people just fight over shit again on the war again, that came back alive. I want to sue somebody because I feel like I didn't deserve to get talked down by my hometown court or my hometown lawyer or my hometown law, and they lied 24 hours a day. You know, just being on the internet, you know, I was the outcast in school. I felt that I was an outcast in school. I felt people talked about me in school and bullied me when I was on the wrestling team. Because in the theory of how cool you gotta be in this world, if you wear glasses on the wrestling team, I ain't the cool wrestler. You all thought you could kick my ass in every school that I went to. When I worked out in the summer and I worked out on the weekends, that's why I was so tired when I got on the mat. I was a strong wrestler and I had to keep at 160. I felt if I gained weight on the wrestling team, none of you would have had, you would all, no matter how many moves you knew on the wrestling team, everybody had a hard time wrestling Michael Commiso on the mat. It didn't matter how big you were, it didn't matter how skilled you were. You know, there were times I felt like I wrestled college students in high school in tournaments, and they still had a hard time wrestling Michael Commiso. So when I didn't wrestle my senior year, I felt really bad that I didn't wrestle my senior year, because I didn't want to keep losing. I needed to gain weight. You know, when you work out, you have to have weight to your muscle. That's how you build muscle. You have to have weight to your muscle. You can't stay at 160 and expect to pick up a college student that's 200 pounds or something. So I was an honest wrestler. I respect the other wrestler on the mat. It was a sport. My teachers and coaches tell me that you respect each other on the wrestling team and the other wrestlers on the other teams or in the schools. That ain't different in real life on the streets around the world. You know, how hard is it to respect me back home? You actually think this is respectful for you guys to make me go? I have to move here to here. I gotta keep calling my banks to redirect my address to my banks and phone numbers. I still have to organize my stuff back home. You know, I'm making YouTube videos not in behalf of you guys. Yeah, it'd be cool that I can make everybody laugh in the world and everybody can chill in the world and we don't have to fight over stupid shit anymore. That's another reason why I make my videos. But I also make my videos because I like making YouTube videos. I've been making YouTube videos since I was freaking whatever YouTube videos, making YouTube videos. And I noticed you want to tell a role model? My hometown law has to argue that if I be a good dad one day as a role model, as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City. Since I came back home, everybody's forcing me to do what they want to do, and I can't even get my own place and houses. As I one day could have a wife or children of my own, but you won't allow me to have my freedom back home as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. The law acts like they don't get scam and pop-up ads on their computer. So how can the law not get in trouble of the billions of naked people that's online 24 hours a day? And then blame one person of the billions of people that's on the internet 24 hours a day. If my hometown law is good in math, seems like my hometown law just want to take more from me, as that's my benefits that I earn from the VA, not you. You know, it sucks that when you come home as a veteran, everybody acts like, oh, we did this for you, now we expect more from you as a veteran, as my benefits. I could have got my head chopped off for my benefits. I collect things because it's my hobby, and I collect cool things over the years. You know, it sucks that people act like there's some higher up power because they know how to push buttons on the computer and people's lives on the internet. Right? Back in the day, we all chilled, but now since we can't handle the internet, you all have to talk shit about each other like back in the day, 600 BC, and overreact over everything when you're still human beings on this planet. No matter how hard you all fight around the world, you're still human beings on this planet. And we look like idiots. You know, we got all this technology, we got freaking robots on this planet. You know, eventually we are going to cure all the viruses and diseases on this planet eventually. You ever saw Star Trek and Star Wars? You know, pretty soon we all can have our own hover spacecraft and got this travel to space and everything in the future. But that's not going to happen if y'all going back in time and still fighting about the same word as simple as what is sex on the internet. I'm not cool enough to look up sex on the internet as your disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So how can a responsible law be at their offices right now looking up the word sex and getting mad at a disabled combat veteran after a 9/11 attack in New York City on them? Where did all this hate come from? Because I have a good heart and go out of my way and shake people's hands and say, how you doing today, as Commiso. That was the student I was in school. If I ever got invited to a cool party, it'd be lucky for me as Commiso, because I'm not cool to go to a party. I was the nerd with glasses on the wrestling team that went home every day and did my homework and got the A's and B's to graduate you in high school. You know, when you're in special education classes, people make fun of you. Yeah, they try to act like, oh, he don't understand that we're making fun of him kind of thing. But I'm Michael Commiso. I traveled all around the world by myself and somehow came back home alive from a war on the internet for everybody from my hometown talk to me like I'm an idiot. That sucks, you know. Just because you went to college and you picked up bigger words in dictionary doesn't give you the right to make fun of and bully and mock somebody because they don't know the law as you do as the law. So you can webcam and get it on and your house is back home and don't have a problem with the hometown law because the hometown law looks over your computer, but somehow my computer is on alert as your disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City. So, I don't know. I like making YouTube videos. Should I just stop and feel sorry for myself because people call me names and feels like nobody has your back home, even my hometown law? And I'm thinking to myself, my YouTube videos ain't that bad, dude. But in the world we live in, you're going to find out how even to pick on your damn disabled combat veterans all on. That's not what I was taught in school. I was taught to be nice to the students and teachers. No, not kiss ass. I know everybody on the streets, oh, we have to kiss ass to make it to the top. No, when you was taught in school, you respect each other as students and students. That shouldn't be any different walking down the street in a fucking free country in America. Or in the whole world. No. You're being mean to me and unfair and mistreating me and discriminating me because you all know that I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. I wish my hometown law learned more some words at court to figure out why you had to keep picking on me and bullying me to rub in your faces or prove something in your name or... Oh, guess what I did? I picked on a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City. Now I could get a hard on back home as my hometown law because I just proved something to a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City. And I'm still your American hero online. Right? You all know what's going on the internet as the streets, because I guess apparently Commiso has to talk streets, and I'm thinking, what the fuck's that mean? I'm a respectable American soldier back home from war in uniform, and I don't have to talk street. So as I got my GI Bill and I'm smart enough to go to Princeton University. Just because you claim that I'm not smart enough to go to Princeton University doesn't mean I am or not. The reason why people you don't give nobody a chance in this world, you know? You gotta be like the richest motherfucker to go to Princeton University. You know, money's not everything, you know? You know, if you think I'm on YouTube begging the VA for my benefits, no, I appreciate the VA that helped me so far. But it seems like everybody else is trying to take my benefits away from me. Then you expect me to help you back while you allow everybody to take my benefits away from me. Then you ask why your American heroes as veterans sleeping outside on the streets. Well, maybe if you didn't mistreated them as veterans and act like you can't party with veterans. You know, since I came home, it seems like everybody wants to... I'm back on the wrestling team back home, and everybody wants to prove something on the wrestling team against Michael Commiso. I feel like I'm back in high school, back home as a veteran. In April, I'm going to be 40. Holy crap. Michael Commiso's going to be 40, and What did you do to me so far as my hometown? What the hell is wrong with my hometown law? What the hell did I do to my hometown law to get treated like this, man? You know, even you as a person with a badge or a judge or a lawyer, you could get fired too, you know. You know, it sucks that people abuse their, what is this, America? This is America, dude. So, how do you think anything that you did to me helped me at all? You really think what you guys did to me helped me as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City? You know, it's hard to avoid a naked person nowadays online when every site has their little section that has a nudity site on the internet. Even Facebook, dude. People party naked nowadays. Even the law party's naked on the internet, dude. So what's your issue back home? What did I do to everybody to get treated like this? I want to make something out of myself. Yeah, I'm on disability. I'm on disability because the VA wants to help me. I'm not on disability because you all gave it to me. I worked for a living and earned my benefits and served my United States country. That's how I got my benefits. And the VA wants to help me. I don't have to kiss the VA's ass either. I'm an American citizen. I have rights. And I'm your disabled goddamn veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City. And I got goddamn fucking rights too to get treated like shit back home like that. How dare you talk to me like that? Who the hell are you to talk to American hero like that? I flew all around the world after 9/11 and did my best to be an American soldier online to get treated like shit after 9/11 attack because you all forgot what it means to be good friends to each other in the world. Just because my hometown law wants to act like an asshole to the soldier online doesn't mean I have to kiss my hometown law ass too, as you treated me with disrespect. Talk to me like I ain't shit. I ain't no pussy gangster. I ain't no pussy terrorist. I'm your goddamn American hero after 9/11 attack in New York City. So this is your disabled combat veteran, because people can't handle words in America. And I'm an American citizen, and all you guys do is try to get me in trouble. And none of you, they even try to stand up for me. You know, you're so hard on me. I'm an artist. I'm painting on walls. I'm doing drawing and everything. And that's not enough for you guys. You have to prove something to your damn veteran back home. And all they did was lie. All you did was lie. Everything you said, you lied. Because I have a good heart and I care about people. And I'd be a better dad than you as a judge. I'd be a better dad than you as the lawyer. I'd be a better dad as you as the hometown law. I'd be a better dad than a lot because I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City. And I want to sue somebody because you're still trying to mess up my life, and I didn't do nothing to nobody back home but be Commiso and try to help everybody out. While you the ones pick fights with me back home as my hometown law mocking me and bullying me to get in trouble and call me names. That sucks as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. Michael Commiso. So I'm just going to keep making my YouTube videos because I think my YouTube videos are really cool. You can take it all you want, but I'm your best friend and son and brother that came back home and friend that came back home alive from a war back home. And I deserve way more respect than anybody is giving me right now because I am a really good guy, and being an American soldier after 9/11 means a whole lot to me because I did something good in my life for you all to treat me with no respect back home after 9/11 attack in New York City. This is your disabled combat veteran after 9/11, Michael Commiso and the Battle Buddies online. Welcome back home, Michael Commiso and my Battle Buddies. I hope you all having a good life back home in America, because it ain't that hard to live in a free country as America is a cool country to live in. For you guys to treat me like that.